What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So, guys, the other day I appeared on the Brother J.R. Wisdom's stream called My Thoughts on Just Pearly Things Controversy. As you guys know, I've known Brother J.R. Wisdom for many years. He just recently came over to Uganda. We had a great time, man. The dude is so fun to be around. That was like some of the best 72 hours, man, I've ever spent out here. It was crazy because we had Wodemeye's birthday, and he came at the right time, and we just had a great time. I have a lot of love for the brother. So when he went on, I wanted to spit my piece, right? And of course, I was criticizing somebody else who had just called in. And then somebody else came in and called me out, a brother by the name of David, right? And he came in wanting to talk to me. I came back onto the stream. So I just want you to see the interaction between me and the brother, and then I'm going to come back.
Dude, I know you've been on here for a while, man. Talk to me. What's happening with you?
No, I wanted to talk to O'Shea. I don't understand YouTubers wanting subscribers and people to listen to them, but at the same time being condescending to the subscribers that subscribe to them. That's insulting to my intelligence. I'm not feeble-minded. I'm talking for the gentleman that he was talking to. If you want us to sit there and conjoin and be together, you should stop talking to us like that. And then you gained subscribers during that time in 2020, which I was one of them. But at the same time, if you do the research on your videos, you don't do the full research on the topic that you're talking about. There's no content. There's more context. You sit there and you post 5 videos a day, but how much of the videos do all the information be involved in? Not many.
Can you give some examples of what he was missing?
Charleston White and Just Pearly Things. I watch Just Pearly Things, and I think it's disgusting the way they use bigoted and racist terminology in their vocabulary during their videos, as if we supposed to unite under that, as if we not supposed to be fighting the same thing. I don't understand how that mentally makes any sense. And then everybody showing their true colors, talking about he don't care about the subscribers. Excuse me, you making money off us, and then you gonna use the person that you outraged by to make money off them. You're doing the same thing they are doing. So I don't understand. They get on YouTube and then forget about the comments or the actual people that subscribe to them, as if we don't got minds. I'm smarter than the average person, but he's doing Pookie and Ray Ray stuff that he just did. That was a commonality that black people have, turned into a show, being funny instead of sticking to the point. We're supposed to get together. We have differences. We have different opinions. We shouldn't be called a sellout for having different opinions. We just look at things different. And then you got 8 to 10 YouTubers, which mostly are men, jumping on one white woman. And then using the same white woman that they outraged about as a thumbnail, and then saying words as outrageous as mayonnaise and other stuff like that. And I don't appreciate what O'Shea said about the black conservatives.
Well, Duke is back in, so I'm about to bring him on so you can talk to him directly. But before I do, I got a question for you though.
Yes.
So, what's your thoughts on this whole controversy with Pearl?
There is no controversy.
So
there's no controversy. She has an opinion, and then if you take it out of concept, that's your emotions coming to it, because there was no logical fact. She said the joke that they complained about in front of her black friend, which was a video about Thomas Sowell that was explaining the history of our people. So I don't understand how they don't add that into the videos when they complain about the outrage. There's context. That's what I was saying in the comments. There's context. Add that in. Don't just put, oh, you're a sellout because you don't agree with us. We're not supposed to agree. We're supposed to do the job that's put in front of us and move forward. If I don't agree with you, don't use shaming tactics to not be there.
Okay. Well, what's up,
That's all I'm saying. And not to sit there and constantly be insulted. Like YouTube, I understand you running a business, you put hard work, but don't sit there and not for 1 second act as if we're not important too.
Who said you wasn't important?
No, the way you speak. Because the way you speak, the tonality, and then sometimes in your videos are condescending, so you insulting some of our intelligence as if we don't understand what you're speaking of. The microbiologist that made that comment was not feeble-minded or small. He was not a sellout. He just disagreed with you. And then turn it into a joke, you lose the point of the whole thing that you're trying to do. Bring us together. We don't have to agree to be together. That's all I'm saying.
Your opinion. That's your opinion.
That's
just like I have an opinion, right? That's your opinion. It's a fact to you, but it's your opinion.
All right, see, this is the thing. I don't understand how you play the fence. It's either the outcome is going to be we got to work together or we not. We're not playing an emotional fence or it's opinionated, so it could go either way. Whichever works the best. We agree to disagree and go for a goal. That be it. There's nothing else added to it. Anything else is people's feelings.
Well, this is what I'm saying right now. When I make a video, people will be able to, you seem very frustrated. Just let me finish. When I make a video, people can agree like you, just like in the comment section right now. Some people are agreeing with you. Some people are disagreeing with you. Just like some people agree with me and disagree with me. That's what you're saying. That's how you personally feel. But it doesn't make it right for everybody else.
In one other operation where you have to build a foundation before you build the structure in the building, wherever country you go to, that's how a building is structured. If you want to go, there's certain things you have to go past. Some things you have to compromise on. It don't change. That's relative throughout life. If you want to go to business, you have to hire everything.
Well, what I'm saying is you're talking about building infrastructure and building business and like these things. What are you trying to say straightforward?
All right, so I'm talking about the overall picture that you're talking about for the black diaspora, as you call it, for everybody to work together and build our own. We should be able to acknowledge people's differences in opinion without calling names or assuming that if they ask the question in the wrong manner that they are dumb. And I understand YouTube is a business, but at some point it gets outrageous, just like the Just Pearly things, because I did research on the videos and what context she made those comments in, and it's not as big of a deal as everybody making it out the scene to be. And some of it is purely emotional.
Okay, can you give me an example of what you mean that it's not as big of a deal as it should be?
The one clip I saw, she was sitting with her black female friend talking. It was a reference to a video that was Thomas Sowell was explaining the history of our people and where it could possibly come from. Which the comment was funny, but it wasn't supposed to be taken as hurtful. And I think it's becoming to the point we can't even get to the goal because we get so hurt by other people's comments. If we got a goal, what other people's opinions mean? So now I'm trying to figure out how making all these videos about the outrage that you feel, but you still using the same person that you're outraged about as a thumbnail and to do the same thing that you're outraged about. I don't understand how that makes any sense if you're trying to get a bigger message over to the people.
Well, number one,
I'm getting confused.
So let me clear it up for you then. So first of all, part of it is because a lack of people are not doing it. And I am a pretty known YouTuber. And I do think that what she did was on purpose. So of course I'm all over it. That's just me personally. You don't have to agree with me being all over it, but it needs to be done. I'm going to keep making videos until I get tired because unlike you, which you have that ability to have that opinion that you don't think she did anything wrong, I feel that she did something wrong. And if you're African-American like me, we both know we cannot go anywhere and play like that with other groups. We know we can't do that. Right? So our ancestors fought and died so that people couldn't play with us like that. That's me personally, how I feel. You don't have to feel that way, but that's me personally, brother, okay? So secondarily, also, this is a hot topic. This is YouTube. So I am going to keep putting out the content and roasting her ass just like she puts out, like Just Pearly Things puts out stuff all the time about modern women or whatever else. It's her prerogative when she does that. It's my prerogative when I'm doing this about her. Just like we get post about whatever we want. You don't have to like that, but that's why I'm doing it.
Okay. I understand that. I was just going off what the message is overall that I take it for is seriously that, we have conversations, we have difference of opinion, cool. But it comes to a point that we all know that we come to a conflict part and then we just disband. which I understand that because it gets a little ignorant at times. But now it's to the point that we got too much information and there's too much money out here to be bickering about certain side things. YouTube is different. I understand where you're coming from, O'Shea. Then that's a different thing that I don't know a part about. I wasn't coming over here to be disrespectful or anything. I just wanted to say my piece.
Man. You're a good brother, man.
Yeah.
I don't take no offense to what you're saying. And like I said, me personally, that's more my personality, and that could come off. And you're right, not to be roasting people just to take, but that's just kind of how I am, brother. So that's just me. But I don't take no. You're a black man. You have your opinion, and if I didn't think you had your opinion, I wouldn't come in here and have a cordial conversation with you. But point well taken. Like, I get what you're saying, but I think more or less you just, like, if you don't know me or how I get down, that's just how I am. But it's not nothing to be taken offense to nobody like that. And that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? I thought that what he was responding to, it sounded crazy.
Oh yeah,
that's what I felt. I didn't feel like he's a bad person, but I said that to other groups it would sound crazy. But I get what you're saying, and I respect your opinion, brother. And again, like I didn't come here to to bicker with you or anything like that. And you're right. We should be more understanding of other people's opinions. So
yeah, and this is the thing, and I learned how to communicate from Kevin Samuels. He truly impacted my life to make me want to be a higher standard person. And I don't necessarily like the separation, but in my real life, I had to separate myself from certain black people. I don't necessarily like it, but I have no choice. It's either me or it's my family or them. Because it gets to a point till we have intelligent conversation, but if it goes deeper, it turns violent. So now I see the people that I look up to, it looks somewhat similar to what I've been dealing with. So I don't understand what's going on, but maybe that's part of YouTube that I don't necessarily understand. So I just look at it as that.
Well, man, so I'm just gonna be right, like the people in church say, God ain't through with me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna tell you, man.
Humor.
I have days and everything, bad days like anybody else. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect, and I'm not without. I ain't too good that nobody could tell me about myself. And so, yeah, you made some points that I would consider, but at the overall, like, I respect black people and black men just like yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the kind of person where, oh, got a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? Like, everybody entitled to their opinion. But what I was trying to get the brother to understand, like, as a black man, you never want to talk like that in front of, you black men, we're so easily, we have a bad habit of letting people walk over us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's why we don't have anything. So that's just really what I wanted to say. But yeah, that's why I came in here, brother, to build with you and everything like that. I don't have no ill will. And you're a man, and you have your opinion in it, and you are respectful towards me. And I'm glad to talk to you, brother. And yeah, but yeah, I'm man. I get mad and fart and take and cut my out and get drunk. I mean, the JR Wisdom, man, they put some weed in my sheesh at the club and shit. I'm just like everybody else, man.
But I thank you very much for letting me have my time just to speak. But I got to go back to work because I tried to get out here and just have a quick conversation. That long money,
man. I expect a $5 super chat when you get paid. Okay, brother?
I got you, O'Shea. I promise you, I got you, O'Shea. Yeah, have a good night.
All right, brother. Peace, brother. Okay, bye-bye.
So first of all, let me just say shout out to the brother David. Again, the brother had a difference of opinion than me, and he made some good points about, I guess, he felt like I was like trolling the guy too hard or whatever, and but that's kind of my personality. But again, I want you guys to see that how a brother came on to have pretty much some smoke for me, and the brother just had a difference of an opinion than I did, which in this case situation. I really don't like the, what I consider brothers trying to sell out or whatever, but the brother was actually a nice guy, and me and the brother was able to work it out, you know what I mean, and have a conversation. He's a good hardworking brother, and I wanted you guys to see how that conversation could have went somewhere else. But as black men, I want you guys to understand, we all not gonna think the same. I called some YouTube buddies of mine about the same subject, and we have disagreed all night. But you know what? We're still in the same ethnic group, right? We're still African Americans. And we need to be able to say, you know what? I disagree with that. but the lines of communication gonna be open. And I want to thank the brother for, like I said, we had to end up having a really good build. And you know what I mean? He probably thought I was gonna come off aggressive and all, but I was trying to listen to what the brother had to say. And at the end of that, you can end up being friends with somebody because you're showing them some respect. And this is what I want black men to get. We need to really work on showing our brothers from our community the respect they deserve as men. Even though you don't necessarily agree with what they're talking about, you don't like what they're having to say, because you're going to end up, again, making friends. A lot of black men not used to doing that. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the brother JR Wisdom. And yeah, man, we had a good time on the stream, and we built it up, and we debate. And like I said, even in the pro-black community, every day I am challenging somebody harshly, almost. If it's not on the phone, it's whatever. We disagree about how the things. That's when the real debates come. Not really so much in the black manosphere community, but in the pro-black community, Pan-African community, we debate all the time, right? And it never gets into nothing that's crazy. So I wanted you guys to hear that, guys. What do you think? Subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Check out my brother JR Wisdom's YouTube channel, and we'll be out.